generic media shows. Four white guys are moving to the top of online sports entertainment. Follow them on their epic quest. You're watching AHL Overdrive.
Guys, welcome to LG Overdrive. This is the special goalie edition. I am the host, The Young Buck. With me today from the Tampa Bay Lightning, I have Zero Crash.
Hello.
From the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, I have Viva La Rangers.
What's up, boys?
And both from the Toronto Maple Leafs, I have Huddy.
Yo, what's up, guys?
And the owner, Psychic Taco.
Hello.
So, as I said earlier this week in my LG Overdrive show, this is a special goalie edition. So we're going to just be talking to the goalies, having a couple discussions about goaltending, the position, what we think is the best, pros and the cons, what we think of the patch, stuff like that. So what do you guys think of this new patch that we got about a month and a half ago?
I'll start with it. It's okay. I would say it strengthens the goalie in some positions, and in others it totally gives us crap out of luck, I must say. But I'm getting used to it, so I kind of like it now.
Let's see. It's definitely taken a little bit of time to get used to. It was a big change from having all that momentum pre-patch, but there was some tuner update too that made us move a little bit faster.
Yeah,
and, that's really helped out a lot.
Like the whole rebound shots now, you can get across on them, and the wraparound's a little bit faster. I find that's helpful. Sorry, I'm playing.
Yeah, also on that when you're holding LB to the focus, you also have more speed to move around.
I'm glitched as fuck right now in my IOHL game. I'm just stuck in butterfly and I'm sliding around. I can show you guys this. This is fucked. Watch this. Sliding in butterfly.
Whoa.
So new glitch. What do you guys think of that one? Huh?
Never happened to me. So until it
No,
does,
I'm good.
don't care.
My goalie can't even cover it. I just hit Y four times. I just hit Y to cover a puck that was in my crease. My goalie is fucking glitched to shit right now.
Try the flying poke check.
Nope, nothing. I'm doing everything. I've hit B, I've hit
Rip.
A,
I've
hit Y. So there's a discussion topic right there. What do you guys do when you guys are stuck in glitches like this, or the bunny hop glitch I had right before?
I pray that my players realize and they send it over the freaking
Yeah, get a pause.
You get a pause.
They still haven't gotten a pause.
Well, you're just SOL then.
Yeah.
I'm sliding into my post, through the post and everything. I mean, my movement is really fucking fast.
Have you tried pulling the goalie?
Yeah, try pulling the goalie.
I can't right now. Pucks on myself. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're good. We're good. Thanks, guys. Pulling the goalie does work.
It does? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so maybe that would
you
work
guys
with
know,
other
if you
glitches.
guys do get stuck in a butterfly glitch, if you are a goalie, there you have it. That's the easiest way to get out of the butterfly glitch.
Now I wonder, would that work with other glitches?
Yeah, probably. I've just never
your
seen
goalie
the butterfly sliding around constantly. That's something new.
Yeah, that is new.
Never seen it. Like I said,
Do you know what you did for that to happen, or was it just random?
I went to make a save. I got run into.
Oh, that's probably why.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But still, you should normally you're able to cover or hit A and you get back out. So.
Didn't hear it's part of the new feature list for the next tuner.
What? No glitches? Will they fix one and add another?
Seamless puck pickups, but for goalies. Seamless butterfly control.
But no, that's another thing with the
really
glitches.
fast,
Buck, I don't know if this happened to you guys, but when you have a shot that's maybe flush on the ice or a little bit up, but your goalie does the windmill glove save trying to save a high shot, and it just goes right
I've seen that happen to you, Chester.
It happened to me tonight again. I'm going over from the right to the left, and instead of just sticking out the pad, it does the windmill glove save and just misses it. I was like, thanks.
Yeah, I love when that happens. So yeah, you guys continuous thoughts on the patch? Apparently, another glitch like that in the patch.
They seem to fix a lot of the issues that there were.
I mean, the bunny hop glitch is for one.
Yeah, that bunny hop glitch is deadly. If you played the puck, no matter what You were
Yeah, it happened to me every time.
Yeah,
I
it's
had to
definitely an
stop playing the
improvement.
puck.
I'd
Yeah.
say there's no doubt about it.
I thought the
Like-
only way that if you played the puck, or your goalie went to play the puck, the only way to avoid the bunny hop glitch was if you just hit left trigger and left the puck there, but that left the puck in your crease all the time, and then you have to cover it. So, pros and cons of playing the position, guys. What do you guys think of that? Like, what is a pro of playing goalie over any other position? Like, why do you guys choose it?
Firstly, because I'm terrible at skater, but
Yeah,
Yeah, same. That's all I was gonna say.
I'm bad at everything else.
definitely have a big factor in the game
Mhm.
compared to other positions. I mean, you can't score goals, but if you have a bad night, everybody has a bad night.
Yeah,
So
This is true. But again, just because some of us have played skater before, I'm sure too, in other at other times, and playing goalie is obviously more demanding than skater half the time. It's more looked upon you to you're the more desperate guy, you need to be there.
yeah. I would say that's about right. But
I think from my point of view is that when I play skater or defense and you have a goalie that doesn't play as well as you think you would have played, it's very frustrating not to be in net.
Oh, 100%. I get that. all the time.
For sure.
Obviously, I think goalie is a great position. It's one of the only positions I think in the AHL at least that you can actually keep your team in games no matter how bad your team may be playing. NHL, I can't really speak on that. I think if you're a good goalie in the NHL and you're playing on a terrible team, good luck. You're probably gonna
like Carolina last season.
You're not gonna be able to carry teams in the NHL as much as the AHL. Yeah, but I mean, if I play skater or defense or something else, and I have a bad goalie that doesn't, watch his short side or just something that I know he did wrong already, I get so frustrated and I want to play goalie then. But you could say the same about any position, really.
Yeah, another thing about goalie is if you have a solid goalie back there, the offense can play a little more aggressive too. They have more confidence and not having to be so defensive and trapping. Can often lead to more goals even.
No, I've definitely noticed that since I switched to defense this season. I noticed a lot with the goalie switch, and I have confidence now because I know Viva's a solid goalie, he's on my team, and the other goalie is solid too. So even as a defenseman, I'm not so worried to jump up a little more and be a little more aggressive because I know that they've got my back if everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
Especially with this new patch, as we were saying already, this new patch does wonders for us.
Yeah, goalie's a tough position, man. I think you guys when we were talking about, pros and cons and, what we like about it. It's very frustrating because goalie is done, I think, for the most part, pretty well. And then you get those goals that go in on you because your goalie makes terrible reaction, has terrible reaction to the puck, and something will just trickle by you, or bad animations, or the puck gets shoved through your pads. So many times I've been scored where the puck is in front of me, and it just literally gets poked through my pads. And in real life, that can happen. Yeah. So, I mean, those are the goals that makes you not want to play goalie. But
100%.
So 99% of the goalie position is pretty well done. It's just they got to fix the little minor glitch goals that happen, in the game.
It's the animation.
And I guess you can't win. From the game side, it's probably very tough to make it perfect.
Oh, 100%.
Because there's not enough buttons on the controller for you to make it totally manual.
Exactly.
Even with elite controllers.
I mean, for the most part, it's good. It's just those goals happen almost. I feel at least when I play, happens almost once every 2 games. I'll get, or at least every game, there's at least one goal that goes in, and I just go, I mean, come on, you gotta help me out because some of these games are determined by 1 or 2 goals, and when you lose games based on a goal that is,
That's how Rochester lost to beat us tonight in the High Valley.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, but I mean, it would happen, I guess, to anybody. It doesn't really matter if it's you or somebody else. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. The glitches and issues definitely were a big factor in games compared to maybe missing a puck pickup. That maybe is a loss of a possession compared to several goals.
Oh,
just changing momentum and everything. they're major, and that's why they're so frustrating. You just really
The thing
feel like you couldn't do anything.
The thing I like about this year is they added a few different cameras to
Yes.
play on. I like it, and I don't like it because I play on fixed now. And it's a little easier, I think, as a goalie to play. Most goalies that are playing on different things maybe try out fixed, see how it looks for you. You can see more of the ice better. It's tougher up close, like from short side. It's tough to get a good angle of where you are. So you have to be worried more so short side than anything else, but you can see one-timers a lot easier. But it's also, I think, playing on high is more fun, though. When you're playing on the high, it feels like you're actually playing
high
goalie.
camera goalie here.
You're playing high.
Yeah.
So, I like that because it's more realistic, but fixed, I think, is just better, and it forces me to play it because I think I play better on it. But then again, it takes –
I tried fixed for like maybe – like a week or so, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm going back to Old Faithful.
High camera's I'm stuck to that. The only thing I could see being a real issue with high, and I've gotten used to it, is puck plays behind the net. If you get busy with the camera going back and forth, I would heavily suggest not picking that. But overhead's just too disorienting. You don't feel like
there's so much that happens in overhead.
No, overhead to fixed is a totally two different cameras. It may not feel like it, but it is. It's so much. It's much harder to play on overhead as a goalie. The only two that are reasonable to play are fixed or high, right? You guys play high.
The overhead is reasonable.
Those are the two best camera angles. It just depends on how you like it. It took me a while to get used to fixed, but once I did, I felt like I was playing better.
No, definitely. Like I used to play high all the time too. And more since the patch, I've used fix and I like it. But when I get lit up for a lot, I do like to go back to one game back on high just to get the feel of it again, and then go back to fixed. But I have tried classic because when I played as a skater, I used classic, and even classic's not too bad because it's just a little higher than fixed, but it's not the behind the net scene that you get. It's like a skater high.
Speaking of the adjustment kind of thing after maybe a big blowout or something, a lot of people want to change stances and everything. And I've been asked, what stance are you using several times and such. But
there's only one stance to use. There's only one stance to use. You go and you go to look at you're talking about that, or you looking at goalie stances, how they
goalie stances like the not the builds but the
yeah, exactly. There's only one stance to use, boys. You go and go edit Lundqvist and figure out what stance he uses. Use Lundqvist. The best goalie for a reason. I use his stance. So
I don't know
cat's out of the hat now, boys. Lundqvist has the best stance, hands down. He moves the most fluently in net.
Yeah, but the EA says it doesn't do anything. EA says it
doesn't.
No, but it doesn't do anything. But it does if you test it. And people have done YouTube videos. Depending on which stance you use, the guys that are lower to the ice and higher to the ice, they move faster or quicker. So it's all perception on how fast you can get to each side of the your post. That's all it is.
The higher
stance won't matter when it comes to making saves. But it makes a difference in terms of movement.
Yeah, because I know stance 26 is the lowest stance you can get, and a lot of goalies use that. I switched to stance 25, where he's standing more up, and I find I save a little more high shots that way, though.
Yeah. And one thing with the lower and wider stances, I think you expect your goalie to reach a little bit further when in fact they reach the same.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot of mistakes are made like that, where you think, well, I can reach a little bit further and get that my standard, like my taller goalie would, and he just gets.
It's all about which stance you feel more comfortable playing. I mean,
no, I don't understand.
That's what it comes down to. I think Lundqvist's stance, and I think it's 19 or 17. You can check that. You can go in and edit. You can find your favorite goalie, go in, edit him, and it will tell you exactly what stance he uses, which is what I did. And I use Lundqvist in shootouts when I play in shootout mode. So I liked how he moved in net. So
it's just how you read the puck. I mean, it's just customization. That's all it is.
And since the patch, reading the puck is huge. Like being aggressive and knowing where the puck's going in advance, almost reading the play before it happens is so important now.
I mean, I'm just basic, and I use the default, the stance 1, and that's all I use.
I remember I used to after the beta, and I was having some issues with the goalie play. I was getting I wasn't playing as great as I did in the beta, and I just kept switching back stances, and I was like, it's got to be the stance. It's got to be the stance. It can't be me. So it's all a mental
It's a
thing.
mind
Yeah.
game.
It's a mental
Goalie is
mind,
honestly a mind game. Even in real life, it's a mind game.
Yeah, I mean it helps when you have good defense and good teams to play on. But
Well, yeah.
all of a sudden, as a goalie, you usually I take a lot of blame. If I lose games, I take at least half the blame for games.
Yeah.
My
I know.
IHL team is
I think-
brutal, but when we play the bad, like any team that's not like a top tier team, we do fine. But as soon as we play a top tier team, we get absolutely dismantled. It doesn't matter who's playing in net. And we have
Yeah.
3 goals. Like,
Hell, my team scored 0 goals tonight. What am I going?
like,
As the goalie,
like
what are you
Tampa
gonna do?
Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, goalie can only do so much. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. If you have a good
Yeah.
game if you have a good game and they end up scoring 1 or 2 goals, yeah, you can't really beat yourself over the head because your
Yeah.
offense at some point has to put up points as well.
Right.
yeah.
And that goes back to what I was saying before. It sucks when you're in net and you think that you can play better as a skater, and then you get out, and then that's a terrible reason not to play goalie. And then all of a sudden you have another person in net, and then they don't make saves. Like, oh, now I gotta play goalie.
It's like I could have
I
done
hate
way
it.
better than that kid, you know.
It's like when we actually
Yeah.
played in Goalies Are Elite, when we'd be like, okay, I could have made that save. I'm going back to
Yeah, I think that's why we
Hello?
made that club to begin with, is so that everybody could play out of position. It's a lot more fun that way.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't very good.
Nastiest cross crease save. Oh,
So
Chester disappeared for half a second.
Sorry about that. I'll drop something.
How was your IOHL game going, Buck?
Well, we're facing the second team in the West, and we're 6th out of 8 in the East, and we're down 3-0 in the third. My team, it looks absolutely atrocious still right now. Like,
Buck, hello.
no, like my team is getting like 3-on-1. Oh, 4-0. That was a 4-0.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that you're trying to stream a show and play a game. I don't know why
Yeah.
you think.
I honestly, it doesn't affect my connection at all, though.
No. I don't mean
It
that. You
affects
have
your
to-
focus.
I can't.
Yeah.
I could not play and do this at the same time. I have to 100%
Yeah.
focus on my game I'm playing, and it's not because like I need to play better. It's how I'll play better.
You guys,
No way I
you-
can do both.
Do you guys have certain things you have to have, like when you play? Do you sit a certain way, or do you like the light on, light off? Does that
Routines
affect
always
I
help.
always put on music. I'm a music
Yeah.
guy.
Music.
I put on these. I put on these over my headset,
Yeah.
and then I usually keep it on mute until I have to like say my piece, because as a goalie, there's only so much you have to say in a game anyway. Like it comes down to like
I
2
mute my
ones.
shit.
Well,
I mean, the only time I ever want to say something is if I have a 2-on-1 and I want my guy to take the pass. I'm going to say to him, "Take the pass. I'll take the shot." And that's all. That's literally one of the only things I say during games.
and
So I
even
usually
if you
just
say it right before the video
I keep
starts.
music on and I play that way.
Mm-hmm.
But like at this
I
point,
don't
in the
think
game
people
too,
like having goalies that talk a lot. You're a
not
goalie,
just-
you know, you're
not just-
supposed to sit there and make saves.
Yep.
at this point in the game too, like there's 3 minutes left in the third. My team has 4 shots. The other team has 22.
Jeez.
Like I personally, I either have to not be in the party, or I'm in a party with someone else. I have to be distracted. Like, oh my god, that was one.
Anyway,
Sorry.
what builds does everybody use?
Stand up.
Hybrid.
I used to use stand up before the patch. Now I find that stand up, it gives up way too many stupid rebounds or
Yeah.
too many low goals.
Well, they used to say that builds were the only thing that actually was somewhat different. Not stance, your goalie stance, but your build made like when you're stand up, you're slower, I think.
Yeah,
And
you're
the
slower,
butterfly,
yeah.
you're quicker.
Yeah.
Hybrid, obviously, in
It's a
between both
mix.
builds.
Butterfly's the slowest build. Stand up's the fastest.
I'm the odd one out here. I'm the butterfly guy right now. I'm really liking it.
I'm a hybrid guy myself, but
Yeah.
I've been using hybrid since NHL like 12 playing goalie. So I've
That's-
stayed with the same thing, and I think if you're a hybrid guy, you just kind of realize it's like
I was a hybrid until
you're always going to be mediocre build compared to the two. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's better or worse, but you're getting like a little best of both.
I've been
That
able
was
to
like-
adjust depending on the patch. Last season with the patch, the release, stand up felt like the way to go with the
before the patch,
stats.
stand up was the way to go.
and then now it seems like it's you can be less aggressive in a way. Like you obviously have to go out and challenge shots when they come, but
I think every build you have to play the same way. I mean, if you're a butterfly build, you're not going to just sit in butterfly on the back of your crease to make saves.
Right.
You're still going to have to. You're still going to have to challenge shots when they're shot at you. You're still going to have to play on top of your blue, and maybe I don't know if you go to butterfly right away to make saves or not, but that's how I play. I think every build has to still do that. Otherwise, you're getting scored on. Doesn't matter.
Well, game's
That's
over.
how they design. That's how they design the game.
Now you can pay attention, Buck.
Yeah, we lost 5-0.
Nice job, Buck.
Good job.
Well, we finished
Thank God. Thank God you're not playing goalie for Lehigh.
So what build did you
I
use
don't
for
wanna-
that game, Buck? Can we not use that one?
Hybrid. I faced 23 shots. They had 7 breakaways, and they had at least 4 2-on-0s or more.
I mean, that's great.
You really need to step it up, man.
I'm hearing
Seven
excuses
breakaways.
over there.
Jeez, keep it out.
Oh, that game sucked, but I'll take it. I mean, we were playing one of the better games.
Right.
It's what is it? IOHL? What's the league?
IOHL, yeah.
Yeah, no one cares about that league. We're on LG for a reason.
That is
Banana
like
League.
banana.
Yeah, we're on LG. We're on
It's
League Gaming.
Banana
Put
X1.
this on your IOHL league in your forums there if you even have them.
I'm not allowed in any other league except LG now. I'm banned from every other one.
We were banned from XO.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Is that a cat behind you, Chester?
Yes, my cat.
Yeah, but I used butterfly last season. I just liked the hang of it with the fast reflexes, and then now I just started using hybrid again. And I love it.
Well, after that loss to the Islanders, I might want to switch.
No, there were just some BS goals. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Kind of a trend. You can tell when it's more of a trend kind of thing. You can't just take one game and that's it.
I think a goalie position in the NHL, man, it's I played one season on one of the worst in NHL history, so doesn't help necessarily, but I think NHL playing goalie is brutal because I think no matter what, it's a loss. I mean, maybe if you're on a really good team, it's fun, but the NHL is at a different level than the AHL, and it just doesn't seem so fun for goalies.
I find it awesome. It's fun for me. The competition is a little bit better.
Well, the competition's always going to be better, but
Yeah, of course.
that's what makes it so much like as a goalie. Like I said before, if you're a really solid goalie, like I think one of the best goalies in the NHL, Taco. I think this is who it would be is Stamkos. Like he's probably one of the most solid goalies in the NHL. Like
over time, yeah, he's consistently.
I think you could put Stamkos on a really shitty team, and like he would get shit on, even though he's probably one of the best goalies on League Gaming. And you could put him, and you could put that same player on a shitty AHL team, and I guarantee you his stats are a lot different, though.
I don't even know where Stamkos is right now. He got moved.
He's playing goalie, I think, again this season.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's been traded a bunch of times.
I feel like he was on Buffalo. He started Buffalo. I don't know if he's still there or not, but I'm just making a reference. Put the best goalie in the NHL on the worst team, then his stats are going to be a lot different. Worst team AHL.
You know, a good goalie in the NHL that's on a bad team is if he has good stats but has no wins.
Hi, you can look at my numbers from Carolina last season.
Yeah.
That was very difficult in testing. I don't see Stamkos on the on any roster right now.
No, he's not on any roster. I'm looking around too.
Yeah,
he was at the start of the season. I think he probably quit.
That's
interesting.
Or he changed his gamer tag.
Possibly.
So I made a top 15 list for goalies in the AHL. I don't know if we're going to be talking about goalies for this season.
I was just about to talk about stats, like as you mentioned it there, Viva, with Stamkos. What do you guys think? Like your stats would be like if you were on a better team or a worse team, or like just top goalies in general and bottom goalies? What do you think they would do?
I would be much better than I am right now.
There's no question.
Anyone's better than being on Tampa Bay. Let's be real.
Toronto is a fantastic team. I'm not going to down my own team. Huddy's got better stats than me, though, so you can answer.
I mean, other than allowing 10 goals against Winnipeg, I mean, other than that, I think I've done my best.
You can take a look at like the goalie stats save percentage wise, and you'll see a lot of names that are just really surprising.
So I mean, one of the guys in the AHL. I mean, you guys. I don't know, Taco and Huddy, you're NHL now, so you probably don't keep up to date with guys that are AHL at this point. One of the guys, I have him on my list. I have a 1 through 15 list. I put him at number 8 though, and only because of that reason. He plays on Grand Rapids.
Sanctify.
Sanctify.
Right. His record. I only put him at 8 because of his record, but maybe he should be higher because his stats are on a team that's last place in their division. He has an 80.4 save percentage, 2.66 goals against average.
On the worst team in the Central.
And he's 13, 11, and 1. So he basically has, I think, more than half of his wins.
Yeah, he's on the worst team.
And he's positive on a team that's last in their division. So maybe I could move him up higher, but I put him there just based on his record alone. There's guys with obviously better records, but on better teams. You put a guy like that on a team like that, maybe if he's playing for San Diego, right? He probably has a totally different record.
You would have a higher save percentage, lower GAA, and everything.
Well, I think his save percentage, because even the guys on good teams are right around 80%. Like
yeah, that's true.
I think the highest in our league is
probably 81, 82.
Yeah, 80, I think it's 80. I think it's 81%. So he's technically right there on the cup. So
yeah,
even 81% is pretty high.
Pretty sure King Ellis
save percentages.
Something to take into account. I just did a quick little number crunch, but he has 14 shots a game that he has to save on average.
From Grand Rapids.
That's definitely a high task.
I think if you go into that stats, you'll see who's the highest in shots against per game. I think it's Notorious Fat. I think he's facing about 17 shots a game.
And see, you just can't really cut it like that. I know Johansson's really good. I see him second there.
Yeah, but the thing with Johansson is he literally sits.
It's in advanced stats, I think. But I'm pretty sure when I looked at that shit, when I looked at that as well, Taco, it was like around Notorious Fat was like 17 shots on the checkers or something per game.
Was it in advanced? Okay,
yeah, I'm checking it right now.
Wow, the highest.
There's something in there. I remember seeing it because I was looking over it the other day.
The highest save percentage in the AHL right now is an 84.9 save percentage.
Yeah, no, but that's a guy that's probably played like 3 games.
Yeah,
I don't count anybody that's only played like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, you only
played. Yeah, every season you see like the top leaderboards, and there's a guy that's always going to like remain first at like 1 goals against average because he's an ECU that played 1 game.
I remember,
for some reason they take into account those stats.
Yeah, so for goalies who have played over 15 games, there's Dogs 45 on Bridgeport who averages 16.8 a game. Dazed from Bridgeport who faces 16.2, and then Notorious faces 16.0.
Okay. Well, he was close to 17.
But even then, like Johansson on St. John's, who's more of a top team, faces 15 per game.
Yeah, which is probably why it explains it. I mean, he's got like a very good record. He's on a very good team.
All right, guys, I gotta run. Getting late for me. Thanks for having me on.
See you, buddy.
See you, Chester.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this right now. It looks like the AHL has a lot more shots. I don't know about the quality, but
it's always like that every year. Between NHL and AHL, you get more shots on you. NHL, you only get like, how many shots do you guys usually face a game? Like under 10?
About 10 or maybe 10 if that.
Yeah, 10 is considered a lot. I remember playing, and I was on Anaheim. I think I faced a lot more than that because
28
we could not defend anybody. But I think for NHL, you guys, the game is so fast. There's a lot more turnovers, better quality shots. They don't just throw things on net. There's a whole system up in the NHL compared to the AHL.
Yeah. No, but like, there's also a new thing in
the quality of defensemen are different. It's just totally two different leagues.
Yeah, for like the advanced stats for goalies, it says like gives you like the amount of goal support you have per game, like average per game.
So who do you guys, Buck? Who do you think's the number 1 goalie so far in the AHL?
In the AHL, easily Sanctify. Like honestly, it's easily Sanctify because the fact that he's on Grand Rapids.
I mean, I think he's playing very well for them. I don't think he's the best goalie based on record, and
Well, that's because he's on
honestly,
Grand Rapids. He
dude.
has no team in
Obviously,
front of him.
this is something that's tough to
Judge.
figure out because it's reflective on your teams, right? Your record. Like obviously, you put him on a better team, he's probably gonna have a better record. But he's not on a better team, so his record is what it is.
My top three for sure are King Ellis, Kill Tarded, and Sanctify.
I was gonna say Kill Tart.
I have three different goalies that I put on my top three.
Even Rocky Star.
Yeah, Rocky Star had like a really hot start, but then he kind of fell off a
Well,
little bit.
Syracuse has had really
Yeah,
rough.
I mean, I put Kill Tarded. Obviously, the guy's 19-3-1. I don't care what team he's on. It's his first season, so he's still doing very well for his first season in the NHL. He's 19-3-1. He still has close to an 80%. He's 79% save percentage, 2.43 goals against average. I don't care if it's either Iowa carrying him, playing very well in net. He's got the best record, hands down, far past everybody else. And then my number two would be Lands, X57 from San Diego.
Lanes?
Lanes, sorry. Lanes, X57 from San Diego, 81%.
He plays 3 games.
81, yeah, but he's 11-2. He's 11-2.
Yeah, it's kind of like pitcher wins in baseball, though.
He's
that
only lost 2
comparison
games. He's got an 81% save percentage and 2.3 goals against average. He's one of the lowest in goals against average. I don't care if he plays 3 games a week. And like I said, I don't know if this kid, if he's playing the 3 easiest games a week or if he's not, but he still has a very good save percentage and goals against average and a good record.
I don't know the AHL that well, so I'm going to list off the team names and just give me a feedback. I'm looking at the list here. Manitoba.
I don't even know who the fuck their goalies are.
Yeah,
Providence is BR Young Gun.
Yeah,
He has a 74.9 save percentage, 2.89 goals against average, with a record that's 13-3-2. So for his record, his save percentage is pretty low, and his goals against average is pretty high for his record. And
yeah, looking at his stats, he just doesn't have a bad week. Like maybe the first week, but then he had goal support. I mean, every one of his games the first week he had over 5 at least, and when you had that much goal support, that kind of indicates you got a really good group of guys in front of you. But that doesn't diminish his success.
yeah, I can run down a list of 15 really quick, and then you guys just tell me how. Like maybe you guys can say whether or not you agree or not with my list. But this is all based on save percentages, goals against average, and records. And I took it down into like what teams they play on, right? So I already told you Kill Tarded was number 1. Lands was number 2. My third best goalie would be BS Pain Train 19 from Rockford.
Yeah.
He has an 80.7 save percentage, 2.47 goals against average, and his record is 13-2-1. The fourth goalie I have is Sin Peacekeeping from Binghamton with a 79.3 save percentage, 2.51 goals against average. Record this season is 13-4-4.
He's been playing really well lately.
My fifth goalie is Banks from Hershey.
Don't forget yourself, buddy.
77.1% save percentage, 2.68 goals against average, and a record of 14-2.
Wow.
6, I have King Ellis, 101 from Utica, 81% save percentage, 2.5 goals against average, 14.71, 14-7-1 is his record. That's like, this is what I'm like. Obviously, King Ellis and Banks, I don't know. You could probably interchange that. Like, you could put King Ellis above him or not, because King Ellis technically has been in the league a lot longer, and he's a more proven goalie. But Banks is 14-2 compared to 14-7-1. And even though his save percentage is lower and his goals against are higher, I think 14-2 is still pretty hard to do, right, to start the season. Number 7, I have M. Dewman from San Antonio. He's got an 80.6 save percentage, 2.52 goals against average, and his record is 12-7-1. Sanctify, we already talked about. I put him at number 8 based on the fact that he's playing on Grand Rapids. His record is probably one of the worst of my 15, 13-11-1, but he's also playing on the worst team in the league. So, maybe he could be higher because that's probably a really difficult. Most of these goalies that are probably on this list, probably to replicate those stats on a team that's that bad, maybe pretty hard. Number 9, I have think it's Joe Hansen. 92?
Yeah,
Is it Johnson or Johansson?
Johansson.
Johansson, 92. He's my number 9 guy from St. John's. He's got a 78.9 save percentage. One of the higher in the group. He's got 2.98 goals against average.
Yikes.
15-6-5 record, but we already talked about this. He faces the most shots out of all these guys. So it's probably, that's all part of taking a lot of shots. He still has a pretty good – he's under 3 for goals against average. So that's, I think, why he earned that number 9 spot on my list. Rocky Stars, number 10 from Syracuse. 78.2 save percentage, 2.49 goals against average. Got a record of 13-7-2. Number 11, Neon 5 from Cleveland. 77.6 save percentage, 2.55 goals against average. He's 12-5-2 so far this season. Number 12, Viva La Rangers. Put myself in there. I think
Nice.
I think number 12 is a pretty generous spot for me. I'm got a 77.7 save percentage, 2.95 goals against average, 15-6-1. Started off in Rochester, so it was a slow start. No, I'm sorry, 11-5-4. I'm sorry. Wrong stats. The next guy I had below me was Brown XX31 San Diego. He had 15-6-1 so far. He's got a 77.7 save percentage, 2.95 goals against average. So only reason why I put myself above a guy like Brown was based on the fact that I have a lower goals against average and higher save percentage. But I give a lot of credit to Brown. He's been around the AHL for a while. I think he leads goalies in wins. So
Pretty sure he does, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the GOATs of the AHL in terms of goalies.
He's also got the most wins, I think, overall as a goalie in the whole AHL ever.
Yeah, no, whole overall, he's got the most wins as a goalie. So he's a GOAT. So I have respect for that guy. 14 is Scopes from Wilkes-Barre. 77 save percentage, 2.73 goals against average. Record is 15-8-3 on the season. And then I already mentioned BR Young Gun from Providence was my last guy. He has a very good record. It's just his save percentage and goals against average were kind of high for the record that he has. So those are my 1 through 15 for goalies for the halfway point of the season.
Decent.
Yeah.
Decent rundown of goalies.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could, if I played these goalies more often, I wish I remembered how they played or not, because I could obviously tell you if I think they were in the right spots on my list, but I haven't. And a lot of these records are based on like teams playing certain teams and their schedules and the teams that they're on. So it's hard to say. Obviously, if we had 2 different lists, if I had to make a list of goalies that are currently in the AHL, like all-time goalies AHL list, I think this list would be different because you got guys like Kiltarded from Iowa. He's got a great start for this season, but if he ends up on a different team next season, how is he going to perform? We don't know yet. So
yeah,
exactly.
He's on Iowa, and they're a powerhouse. Their team is winning based on the fact that either he's a very good goalie or they're just killing teams because they have these offensive forwards that are coming out of nowhere.
Don't you know they have Grow Tabernac? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh God, gross Tabernac.
Yeah, I haven't
like I said, these guys you have to see whether or not these guys have the same stats on different teams. Coming into the future.
See, that's the
we'll find out
as a goalie. Like, do your stats show how good you are, or is it the team that you're actually on? Right?
It takes a while. I mean, dude, coming from myself, I've been on different teams almost every single season, and some teams have never been good, but I've been able to at least have winning seasons. So
I wish I
might not be the best. I might not be the best goalie every season, but I'm good enough. I'm mediocre.
So how does it feel to be the most expensive goalie in the AHL?
Okay. What's your salary? Like $3 million?
$3 million.
I'm a $3 million goalie this season, but I mean that's. Wow. I was also given a $3 million contract by a team that traded me. So,
jeez.
I'm not on the same team that gave me the same amount of money.
No, I lost to that team though today.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's like $3 million for any goalie is too
ridiculous.
much. I don't care who you are. Like maybe a goat like Stamkos comes down to the league and pay the guy $3 million, but I think you're still overpaying
Yeah.
because
The NHL.
there's plenty. Like we could fish out some of these goalies that I've already named, and you could probably get them for $2 million less. You'll get them for $1 million, and they're going to still do a good job at getting you wins. If you have a good enough team, that goalie is probably going to do anything a $3 million goalie that you think's supposed to carry you is going to do. And my stats weren't very. I couldn't carry Rochester. That's obviously why they had to get rid of me. You know, I wasn't carrying them every single night. I think my record on Rochester before they got rid of me was pretty mediocre. You know, had a lot of overtime losses. So.
Well, look at when Jabroni went for $4 million a couple seasons ago in Cleveland or Lake Erie or whatever the fuck they were.
Well, what happened? I don't know.
He shot the bed at $4 million on a stacked team.
Most likely, a team's giving you that much money as a goalie, they're probably not going to be the best team to begin with. So,
yeah.
Well, the team was really good too. Just Wags.
Every good team that's going to be in the NHL, you're going to have guys that come back from the NHL that are playing are going to obviously they're going to be smart enough not to give a goalie $3 million. You know
how Wags is.
There's plenty of other people. Yeah, but not on goalies. It's different. It's so different when it's a forward, though. I mean, even though I think what you're talking about, way too much. I think forwards and goalies, totally two different things.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
A goalie should only be like $500K to maybe 2.5 max, but not 3 or more. I mean, I know Scopes was 2.5.
At the most, what's the given contract that they give to second AGMs now? What is it again? 2.2?
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
No, it's not 3. Is it?
I thought it was 3 from last year.
3 million. I mean, all right. So maybe I don't know. Maybe a second AGM spot, but the only reason you do that is if you know the person is very good at being a AGM, and is also a good goalie. Obviously has to be a good goalie as well. You know, somebody that's been proven.
As someone who's taking the goalie ownership role this season, it kind of like when you first take it, it's like, wow, a free contract on a goalie, you're already on like a big disadvantage right there. I mean, that's so valuable.
Free contracts for goalies are not good either, right? So.
And look at fucking Philadelphia. Snoopy and his GM or whatever.
Surprisingly, Poopy Snoopy has a 70-something% save percentage, like above 75, I think.
Really?
I mean, I also think the only reason I had a $3 million contract this season was, if I remember correctly, the pool for goalies were very slim. There weren't a lot of goalies to pick from. So,
yeah, they got picked over in the NHL, that's for sure.
There wasn't a lot of proven goalies, and by that I mean guys that are stuck in the AHL and just continuously playing. Like, there's probably plenty of good goalies that come from the CHL, but how would somebody know that unless they've played with them, like in club or in the CHL?
I jumped out of goalie this season, and I could have played goalie. So
yeah,
I was in goal. I was in bidding in the NHL as a goalie. I didn't get picked up, so I switched to defense for the AHL. Like, who knows what I could have gone for in the A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I probably would have. Like, I know several teams were interested in picking me up as a goalie for the.
Dude, you know what's interesting? I'm just looking at Wilkes-Barre right now on their standing page, and they have a combined total of, it's like insane right now. How many games is this? They have 11. 13, 15, they have 15 games played through ECU players.
Yep.
In net for them.
Jeez.
15 games in total. That's amazing.
I heard their backup goalie quit or something, so they're looking for a backup.
Wilkes-Barre, yeah.
Yeah, because Nate Dogg only has 5 games played for them, who I'm assuming is their backup. So they have 15. So 15 games have been played by ECU goalies, and they're still number 2 right now in their standings.
That's crazy.
That team is really good.
Yeah, they are.
Knees put a really good team together.
Can't forget Hilly.
Yeah, well.
And that's got to be the highest in the league. 15 games played by ECU goalies has to be probably one of the highest, or it has to be the highest.
Anyways, again, I do thank you guys for coming on to the show. Hopefully,
absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Other types of media content like this out, because this, again, it's in-depth analysis for like goaltending, so which is always nice. And it's always nice to have the Goalies Are Elite community come out together
Yep.
because we haven't
Proud
really played
member.
club in a while, but we are proud members of the Goalies Are Elite. So,
Yep.
well, Viva's not anymore.
Yeah, but Huddy is.
But Huddy is. And
Yep,
so
proud
is Top
member.
That's all you need.
Seal Crash.
Yep.
But so that we'll see you guys on. I think it's Friday night, Saturday morning. We'll see you guys for the AHL Overdrive show for episode 5.